I'll stay all day, looking at the sky with you. I'll stay all day, only daydreaming but life is blue. Listening to lo-fi, say goodbye to the stars, I'll get you the moon. I'll stay all day.
What's up guys, SMPLSCK here, back with another video. If you couldn't tell from the title, it is another reaction video. I know I've been doing a lot of reaction videos lately, and it's because they have the most views. You know, I've mentioned this before, that, you know, if it's this easy to make and they're getting the most views and the most likes, then why not, right? But this one's a bit different. I found out that there is a subreddit of cannabis news on Reddit, and I figured, you know, what's better to read about than cannabis news? Because before I reacted to all this Reddit stuff, I was basically reacting to articles and stuff before all this, and it's kind of like the best of both worlds in a way. But before I start this video, I do have a cartridge. I am at the park right now. I'm waiting on Randy, you know what I'm saying? But he takes a long time to get ready, and I figured, you know, maybe I just shoot a video at the park real quick because, you know what I'm saying, I can. So cheers, boys. So I kind of like briefly went over this like a few days ago just to see what type of stuff was on there, and there are articles on there, but I'm just gonna read the titles of the article and actually click the link, because most of the time the article or the title of the article basically explains the whole thing already. I'm gonna take one more hit for you guys. This is that Super Silver Haze by Buddies. Whew. So let's get started. So now that we are on the cannabis news, well, it's cannabis news from across the universe, and it's r/cannabis. So I would just say it's maybe just anything on cannabis, but it does say news. So Oregon businesses impacted by wildfires are ineligible for federal relief, agency confirms. See, that is, I mean, didn't we just like get approved for being essential businesses? Now we can't even get federal relief fucking for the marijuana businesses. That's kind of weird, but whatever. Researchers say that THC from cannabis may prevent COVID mortality. This was on Forbes apparently, and I've heard this for a while, guys. This is not news to me. I just think like I didn't make a video on it because honestly I didn't know if it was like totally true. You know, at the end of the day, it's still a study, it's still a theory. You know, I don't know if it completely like prevents you from dying from COVID, but yeah, who's to say it isn't? You know, maybe it does, I don't know. But yeah, if you guys know anything about this, you know, because like I said, before I start this video any further, like, I am not a cannabis expert in any way. You know, I am just a cannabis YouTuber, you know, and at the end of the day, I'm just a consumer of cannabis as well, just like you guys. Just the different thing is that I fucking make videos on it, you know. I make videos on my experiences, my life, fucking the products that I have. I'm not really good at reviewing. That's why I don't consider myself a reviewer. I basically smoke the product on there, and I'll tell you, you know, initially some things about it, but no, I'm not like gonna sit here and like explore my palate, because honestly I don't have all the vocabulary to just describe that. And yes, but yeah, that's why I don't consider myself a reviewer in any way. But you know, there's plenty of cannabis reviewers out there, so you know. Medical experts, it is time to embrace cannabis for medicinal use. We've been saying that, right? New York launches process for destroying marijuana conviction records. Damn, this is all pretty good news already. Like, this is stuff, like, people gotten arrested 30 years ago for having weed, you know, and they're still in jail. You know, when there's like pedophiles fucking living their life still, you know, although they have to be labeled a pedophile, they're still living out, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Some guy smoked weed 30 years ago, is still in jail, and this pedophile is still out there. This is not like, I don't have an example, but you know, there's pedophiles out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Crossfading is the consumption of alcohol and cannabis together, which causes greater impairment of driving ability than either drug alone. That was, I would have thought that was pretty obvious. But here's the thing with me. For some reason, when I get too drunk and I smoke, it kind of sobers me up from the drunkenness. That's just me. I'm not speaking for everyone here, but yeah. Swedish scientists figuring out how to make vegan meat out of cannabis hemp seeds. Drink your weed, how cannabis. See, these are grayed out because I actually skimmed through these a few days ago, like I did say, just to see what, you know, kind of articles are we gonna get from this. Small scale cannabis producers in British Columbia to get greater access to consumers. You know, there's a thing about small scale, like small scale grows. They're just much more care and time and effort are put into them instead of these massive grows where, you know, everything's automated. I don't think they, like, you know, when it's like acres upon acres, I don't think they're gonna have people just walk up and individually check all these plants. Unless they do, I don't know. But, you know, for a big scale operation, I feel like they would probably just, you know, have things automated, a lot more pesticides and all that stuff. But small scale, you know, they actually get to handled with care in a way. It's kind of equivalent to a craft beer, how there's like a small batch of this craft beer made at once, but it's a whole lot better than your average, you know, fucking beer, you know, or whatever. I'm not a beer person or alcohol person, but I would assume it's the same. But Hong Kong's first CBD cafe opens its doors to customers. That is dope. That is dope, especially with all the protesting that's happening in Hong Kong. I don't know if it's still actually happening in there. Today is like the 23rd of September. I don't know if they're still having any protests and shit, but I heard it's been crazy out there, so hopefully things mellow out with the CBD cafe. So, but first of its kind marijuana micro business approved to open in northern Michigan. I like it. Raps G Herbo busted with herb but paid Mexican police $2,000. I would have done the same shit. Majority of Republicans support marijuana legalization bill that Democrats in Congress delayed vote on. Supreme Court brief. Prohibition of marijuana is unconstitutional due to Fed's own statements and actions. House postpones vote on bill to federally legalize marijuana until after election. When is that? Like February? Bullshit. Former Republican boosts Safe Banking Act as COVID relief. Democrats lose control of marijuana messaging. See, I'm so not politically informed that I honestly don't know I don't know what Democrats or Republican is. It's just two fucking words that people chose sides on. I honestly don't know what they're for or what they're against. That's how much I care about this stuff. And like, honestly, like, people have asked me my political stance and stuff, and honestly, I am not well informed to even make an opinion on that, and I am aware of that. So I just pretty much just disregard it. But I know, you know, it's important, you know, to, I guess, know your stuff, but you know, maybe one day. But up in smoke, vote to legalize pot becomes hazy amid stalled stimulus and Democratic pushback. Hoisted by their own petard. What the fuck is petard? What's petard? Democrats will decriminalize marijuana. New cannabis laws in France may pause sector growth. Arizona, Mississippi, Montana, New Jersey, and South Dakota are voting on cannabis legalization this year. Wow. We gotta click on this one. Is that's like, what, 5 states? And we gotta get a good thumbnail, I guess. So, it says, as it stands now, 33 states have legalized medical cannabis, and of those, 11 states have legalized cannabis. So, 23 are medical still. So then we just have 16 more states to at least be medical, you know? Fuck, at least be medical, fuck. You can't give us recreational, give the medical. What the fuck? But yeah, New Jersey hemp set to harvest its biggest crop ever. That's what I like to hear. New Jersey's coming up. For all my New Jersey viewers, you know what I'm saying? You know, let's get, man, I just hope everyone gets to the quality that California gets, you know? And I'm not saying California is the best, but it's up there, you know? So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Disabled Iraq veteran faces 5 years in prison for marijuana possession after judge denies release. See, that's the shit that I hate seeing. Like, he's a disabled Iraq war veteran. He's disabled. You know, marijuana is actually beneficial in terms of like reducing pain and inflammation and fucking stimulating appetite and just being in a better mood. And they denied this guy release. They put him in fucking prison. He's disabled. There's some shit out there that just makes you really question how shit works, you know? It's fucking sad, you know? I hope he gets out. Fucking denies release. What the fuck? Did he like rape like 10 women or something? Like, what the fuck did he do? He smoked weed? If he just smoked weed, like, what the fuck, dude? Alright, well, it's been about 10-15 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this cannabis news reaction. There's a lot of things that I read today that is definitely putting a good perspective on things in the future when it comes to marijuana. Other than that veteran thing kind of upset me, you know, because all he was doing was just trying to get high as a disabled veteran, you know. But I don't know, I'm kind of upset for reading that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless, you know, and if you did enjoy it, subscribe, like, comment, you know, if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.